But I want to address the opposition in parliament. The NDC party officials wrote an official communication and have told their members in parliament not to endorse the ministers that Mr. Kufuor, President Kufuor, has brought to us.
Chinese fight.
They have been given the direction, perhaps whipped into line. But I ask a question. If you have told your people not to endorse the ministers, what are they doing in the vetting room? What are they doing around the vetting table?
Chinese fight.
What exactly are they doing around the vetting table? Because we have seen some before in the past, where we were told that we won't do this, we won't do. In the end, they ended up endorsing those same people.
Chinese fight.
To a list of about 16 ministers that had issues around them. In the last vetting, 2021, we ended up approving all of them, including Ken Ofori Atahawa Kumsi, Nkojo Opon-Nkrumah, Godfred Dami, Shelley Ayokobochi, Kwekwa Jimamenu, all of them, we endorse all of them. So if the NDC wants us to believe that they really are not in there to endorse the ministers, they have no business sitting at the vetting table. We have seen some before in this country where some people sat at the transition table and refused to even drink coffee.
Chinese
Because
fight.
they gave us the impression that we are coming to protect the public purse, only for us to recognize that they are not protecting the public purse. They are even printing money illegally in the country. And the Bank of Ghana, of all institutions, that is supposed to maintain neutrality and professionalism. No wonder the IMF has sent somebody to come and watch over you. And it puts into credibility your image as a central bank, the exchequer. You wrote a whole statement saying that when Mr. Adongo mentioned that you were printing money, he said it is not true. Now we know that you are printing money illegally.
Chinese fight.
If we live in a sane country, somebody would have been jailed by now. But we are joking in this country. People do things and go ahead with it. We're joking in this country. A whole ajana one, ajana two. See, let me tell you. My good brother Robert Coleman of Wembley, he would always say, Manyama fe etamo in le femo. I can do it. It's not the same as I know how to do it. Robert Coleman will tell you that. Manyama fe etamo in le femo. And so far we are seeing those who have said, give me the chance, I can do it. And we are seeing whether or not they're able to do it or they can't. At the vetting yesterday, I asked a simple question. Sixtus, pull up the polls for me, the Twitter poll. I asked a simple question. Is Mr. K.T. Hammond your preferred Minister of Trade? I asked, is Mr. K.T. Hammond your Minister of Trade? Is Mr. K.T. Hammond your Minister of Trade? Is he? Please put the thing up for me, the Twitter poll. Please put it up for me. Sixtus, put the thing up for me, the Twitter poll.
Chinese
and
fight.
the results of the poll, I asked 4 questions. I gave four. Please put the thing up for me. I put four options there. The Twitter poll. Put the results of the poll there for me, Sixtus.
Chinese fight.
The citizens of the country have given an indication of what exactly it is. I said, is Honorable K.T. Hammond the Trade and Industry Minister you have been waiting for? Hashtag 3FM Sunrise, share it. Hashtag Johnny's Bite, and attack 3FM 927. 6% of the people who voted said yes. 77% of them said no. And 8% says, I don't know. 9% said, let's wait and see. Verdict of some persons on Twitter.
Chinese fight.
A verdict of some persons on Twitter. That's what they're saying about the Minister of Trade designate. And yesterday we all saw how he was joking with nearly everything, even to the point where he used the word Badadash, and the chairman asked him to withdraw. When I tell you that our leaders don't take us serious, you think that when you say these things, people say, oh, you are insulting. We are not insulting. The person who should have known better and was insulting on TV, live TV, you have left him. When we ask critical questions, then you come back and come and hit.
Chinese fight.
6% said yes. 77% said no. 8% says, I don't know. 9% said, let's wait and see. Now, you can tell from this that people clearly have not endorsed Mr. K.T. Hammond. And people are concerned about the numbers. 6 to poll for me, newly posted teachers who are picketing this morning at the ministry. They are picketing.
Johnny's Fight.
Newly recruited teachers nationwide, the batches without pay. They have not paid them. They are working on empty stomachs. When I tell you our government doesn't care, they say we should burden share. Show the image. The government is not burden sharing. Newly recruited teachers nationwide, batches without pay. Pay us now, that's what they're saying. And they are working without pay. They are picketing. Did you know that since November 2022, national service persons have not been paid? Did you know? November 2022, put up the tweet for me.
Johnny's Fight.
19 November, national service persons, they have not been paid since November 2022. In spite of the fact that it's just a pittance of 559 cedis in this economy, we still don't find it reasonable to pay them. Stars_GH. He confirmed what somebody told me last Friday. And I had inquired from some national service persons. He says, hello, Mr. Hughes. It is important we make the public aware of the fact that national service personnel in government institutions have not been paid even a month allowance since the service started in November. You are keeping your young people hungry. A real sense of Ajana 1, Ajana 2.
Johnny's
Fatuntumbeji Koko, nurses, teachers, and now national service persons. We are starving everybody, and we say we are bedding sharing. And we see your convoys. We see your V8s.
Johnny's Fight.
We see you going for medical checkup outside. We see you train your children in better conditions. We see you. We see the affluence. We see you donating monies everywhere you go. We see you living large. And we whose taxes you live on, you tell us to burden share, and we are hungry.
Johnny's Fight.
These monies that have been staggered, eventually when the teachers are going to be paid, or national service personnel are going to be paid, taxes will be deducted from those. A project like NAPCO, a failed project like NAPCO, we even went ahead to have a presidential staffer in charge of NAPCO, drawing salaries. And you come and tell me I shall protect the public purse.
Johnny's
Which
Fight.
public purse?
Johnny's Fight.
Yesterday I told you about traffic lights. Now, Mr. Henry Quarty should pay attention. Man who is able to ask journalists not to cover his press conference because he thinks that he's a king. He's not. We're living on our taxes. If you think that the ministry is too, people are criticizing you, people are asking questions, deal with your party people who are asking questions. We didn't ask you to do Operation Clean Your Frontage. And if you think that you're so big for the ministry, leave there and go. You are a servant. You must know that. You will campaign for power again to go to parliament unless you have not, unless you want to change your mind.
Johnny's
So you are supposed to serve the people. It's the duty of the journalist to cover your press conferences, because the press conferences will not be organized from your pocket. The arrogance of power is getting too much into your heads, and it's making you misbehave. We were in this country when you told us that Aboboya should not be on the highways. Aboboya.
Johnny's Fight.
Every time when I drive at dawn coming to work, see them on the road without light. 6 to show the video.
Johnny's Fight.
Too much talk. Pause. When we get the pause. Aboboya, see, without lights. Aboboya, replay the video. Aboboya without lights, see, on the main road, Ring Road. And they are all over the place. Mr. Henry Quarty told us that beginning at a certain time, it will be a thing of the past. Manyama fe, etamo in le femo. I can do it. It's not like I know how to do it. Robert Kuma will tell you. Aboboya, they are on our streets without lights. Do you know how many accidents they have caused?
Johnny's fight.
Do you know how many lives would have been lost? You have the effrontery to drive journalists out of your press conference. As if you pay yourself. It is our taxes that feed you, and I'll rub it in your faces all the time. From president all the way down, our taxes pay you. All of you who are chief directors, whatever, it is our taxes that pay you. If you think you are too big for the office, clear off and leave there.
Johnny's fight.
We must begin to call you people into account. When you people live and go to the US, the UK, Germany, Switzerland, Canada, all those countries, you don't go and buff your way around there. When you're made ambassadors, you don't go and throw your weight around there. I say that when you come down to us, those of us who feed you, the poorest of the poor who feed you, who clothe you, who give you food, who give you vehicle, who give you security, who give you houseboys and housegirls, cleaners and cooks. When you finish, then you talk down at us. Are you happy with yourselves?
Johnny's fight.
Good morning.